2,400 kilometers, 9 days on the road, and it all came crashing to a halt 24 hours ahead of schedule. We're leaving Tak far behind, pushing north through the heat to find a place to collapse in Uttaradit. The finish line is calling, but the road has other plans. This is the final leg of our journey. Join us as we head home to Chiang Rai. We rode through a glorious sunset, the sky painted in fiery hues until nightfall finally embraced us. Wow, that's huge. Luckily we missed the rain. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off the road from the rain. That's how hot the tarmac is, and it's just steamed the rain straight away. We're lucky that we missed it, but we just still haven't found anywhere to stay for the night. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. It's very beautiful, Pat. Really nice. And again, we get our own little private garage right next to our accommodation. After a long ride, we had a great night's sleep in a surprisingly comfortable bed, just what we needed after the day's journey. But little did we know this would be our final day on the road. Why? Well, stay tuned. We will reveal the reason very soon. Good morning, Royal Enfield. So it's time to fit the saddlebags once again. How easy is that? Dubbing. I've got a cloth, I've got some dubbing. I actually brought this with me for applying to the Trip Machine saddlebags to keep them waterproof. So I did bring some with me. Someone has suggested that I should rub that into the saddles to stop the rain penetrating the stitching on the saddles. So we'll give it a try. Either I'm going to get a dry bum or I'm going to get a dirty bum. One of the two. So I've got some dubbing, it's like an oily wax, and I'm just going to rub it into the stitching lines. And someone has suggested that this will stop the water. I don't think it's real leather, it's a leather substitute, but it's just the stitching we want the wax to go into. Because today we're going to travel up to the mountains, and the likelihood that it's going to rain up there is 50% more than not. So we'll give it a go. I'm not going to do Mrs. T's seat today. We're just going to do an experiment between the two. Either I'm going to get a dry butt or I'm going to get a dirty butt. One of the two. It's just the stitching more than anything, but it gives it a nice sheen. It does give the seat a nice sheen. So maybe it needed doing anyway. And just to show you the Trip Machine bags, this is what I bought it for really. That's what I bought it for really, is to keep the saddlebags waterproof, because the sun here in Thailand is quite savage and it does dry them out. So just a quick wax now and again, it's no hardship to do. and it keeps everything supple and waterproof. So that's why I brought it with me on this trip. I didn't intend on rubbing it into the saddles, but we'll give it a go. It does clean the seat nicely as well, actually. Makes it look nice and clean. Wow, one waxy, shiny, glossy seat. So we head north once again. The roads are becoming more picturesque, the air cooler and the ride more invigorating. Along the way we stopped at a major viewpoint for some food, but sadly compared to yesterday's feast, this meal barely scraped 2 out of 10. Now we have to cross a 3-lane road on both sides on a blind corner. Only in Thailand. Wow, no traffic. Amazing. We did it.
Head southwest on Route 11.
By the time we arrived in Rai and found what seemed to be the town's only coffee shop, I received unexpected news. News that would cut our trip short by an entire day. Today is Thursday, and my school, in their infinite wisdom, decided to reopen early on Friday. Oh, tiramisu.
Want it?
Yeah, we try it.
Okay.
Home sweet home, a lot earlier than planned. We can thank school for that. Who wants to start school on a Friday? No one, not even the kids. Anyway, everything has handled and worked as it should. The Sahara seats have been very comfortable, even for Mrs. T. The saddlebags, his and her saddlebags, just enough room to survive. We've been on the road for 9 days away from home, and that's coped very well. Even the auto engineer sidebars, I haven't had to tighten anything up. Everything's worked correctly. And people have been questioning, am I still on the chain drive? Sorry, am I still on the belt drive? Yes, I am. It's still there, look. So I'm going to weigh everything in a minute just to find out what kind of weight I took with me on this trip. I think we've averaged at 26 kilometers per litre, bearing in mind all that extra weight, a pillion, and going up and down mountains. So 26 kilometers per litre, it's been okay really. And what I've discovered is the fuel down south is a lot cheaper than it is up north. Obviously we're paying for transportation costs to get it here. So a lot cheaper to fill up and down at the south of Thailand. But the bike's not looking too dirty actually for all that distance. Those floods in Bangkok on the way to Bangkok, that was terrible. Really stinky water we drove through there. Right, my saddlebag is coming in at 6.5 kilograms. Okay, not too bad. Mrs. T saddlebag feels a lot lighter, 5.5 kilograms. That's because I'm carrying things like rechargeable air pumps and tyre fixing kits, just in case. 6.5 and 5.5 is 12 kilograms for the saddlebags. Which is waterproofs and something else, which makes it 5.5 kilograms. I think 3 kilograms of that is my chain and sprocket set. Yes, I carried my chain and sprocket set with me because I think I was a pioneer, a helping hand in developing that belt drive system. The bike was definitely the first bike, the first Royal Enfield Meteor to have a belt drive fitted ever, with the pre-production one and trialled. And what have we done now? I think I've done 7,000 kilometers now on the belt drive. I just didn't want to get stuck down in the south of Thailand. I took my chain and sprockets just as a precaution. Yeah, I've always been taught to have an action plan, a what if, just in case something happens. That was an extra 3 kilos that I didn't have to carry. I don't think I will in the future. It's proven itself now to me. This belt drive is fine, everything's fine. And especially when I saw the Indian motorcycles, right? When I see Indian motorcycles using the same belt, and those torques on those bikes are much more than the Meteor. If an Indian V-twin can handle a Gates polycarbonate GT belt, then so can the Meteor, no problems. 6.5 kilograms, right? 6.5 kilograms with this. And then my tank bag, which some equipment is now missing because I'm recording on it. I would say that would have been 2 kilograms in the tank bag. So, a fair bit of weight in total. So the only thing we didn't get to do was the rain test on these Sahara seats between the two. So I'm just going to get them wet with my soaker. Well, you can see the difference already. This one is soaking in the water. This one's repelling the water. So there's definitely a difference between the two. Who would have believed? Yeah, that's definitely soaked into the seat. So we'll try sitting on that in a minute. And then I'll dry this one off with a cloth. I'll dry them both off with a cloth and then sit on them bit by bit. Yeah, look at that. So first of all, sit on the one that's been treated with dubbing. I've just dried it off. I've dried them both off with a microfiber cloth. So normally, Mrs. T, we get soaked, we get wetty bot, right? After we sit, after the seats have got wet. Actually, I can feel a little bit wet. Maybe I didn't treat the sides. But anyway, how does my bot look? How does my bot look sitting on one with dubbing? How does it look? You can speak. What do you mean no? It's wet? It's not wet? Okay. So now I'm going to sit on your seat. See if I get wet. It's a very comfy seat, you know, isn't it? Actually, it's quite a comfortable seat, that. 2,400 kilometers you did on this. Okay, let's just see how that looks. Wetty bot or not?
Can see the line of the seat, but still not wet.
Still not wet. Okay, so obviously I didn't soak them long enough. But I got a feeling that dubbing, that was only one application of dubbing. I reckon if I do 2 or 3 coats over a period of time, I got a feeling that's going to work, you know. So whoever suggested that, thank you for that. I think that's a good top tip.